Fastermind, good evening and welcome to the Manx Radio Folk Show with me, John Barker, playing you the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world. And tonight we start with a tune from Tim Eadie and Ross Ainsley. This is Barrisdale. Amazing playing there from Ross Ainsley and Tim Eadie. Ross Ainsley is a Scottish piper and whistle player, an amazing player. And there he's playing with Tim Eadie on their duo album called Dyad, released just earlier this year. And Tim Eadie is one of the world's finest guitarists and melodeon players, and he's coming to the Institute in Laxey in February, bringing his one-man show, which I tell you is just phenomenal. You must see it, and I'll give you more information very soon. The tune was called Barrisdale. Barrisdale Bay is on Loch Horn on the west coast of Scotland. It's a beautiful place up in Knoydart. I remember walking into there and camping and climbing a couple of the Munros in the area. I must go back. Now, another fabulous musician coming to the Institute next year is Dan Walsh, the UK's leading 5-string banjo player. And from his album, O'Neill's Tunes, released this year, this is Comb Your Hair and Curl It and the Swaggering Jig. So that was Dan Walsh. He's appearing at the Institute in May. I'll tell you about another couple of artists I'm talking to about appearing at the Institute. Very exciting stuff later in the show. In the meantime, here's a version of The Wife of Usher's Well by Cerys Hafana. She's a composer and multi-instrumentalist who mangles, mutates and transforms traditional music. She explores the creative possibilities and unique qualities of the triple harp and is also interested in found sounds, archived materials and electronic processing. See what you make of this.
There lived a wife in Usher's Well, a wealthy wife was she. She had 3 stalwart sons and sent them overseas. They had not been from Usher's Well a week, but barely one, when word came to the Caroline wife that her 3 sons were gone. It fell about the Martin Mass, the nights were long and dark. 3 sons came home to Usher's Well, their huts were made of bark. Neither grew in forest green nor on any wooded rise, but from the north side of the tree that grows in paradise. Cold clay hangs over my head, and green grass grows at my feet, and every tear that you shed for we've come home safe and well. We may not eat your bread, mother, nor may we drink your wine. For cold death is Lord of all, to him we must resign. Cold clay, hands over my head, and green grass grows at my feet, and every tear that you shed for me, but whence my life she? Then crowed the blood-red cock-and up and crowed the grey. The oldest to the youngest said it's time we were away. For the cock does crow and the day does show, and the January worm doth giant. And we must go, 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 and we must go to the gates of paradise.
Farewell, you northern hills, you mountains, all goodbye. Moorland and stony ridges, crags and peaks, goodbye. Gledafach, farewell, cold bake Scafell, cloud-bearing Suvan. Sun-warmed rock and the cold of Bleaklow's frozen sea, the snow and the wind and the rain of hills and mountains, days in the sun and the tempered wind and the air like wine, and you drink till you're drunk on the joy of living. Farewell to you, my love, my time is almost done. Lie in my arms once more until the darkness comes. You filled all my days, held the night at bay, dearest companion. Years pass by and are gone with the speed of birds in flight. Our life like the verse of a song heard in the mountains. Give me a hand and love and join your voice with mine. We'll sing of the hurt and the pain and the joy of living. Farewell to you, my chicks, soon you must fly alone. Flesh of my flesh, my future life, bone of my bone. May your wings be strong, may your days be long, safe be your journey. Each of you bears inside of you the gift of love. May it bring you light and warmth and the pleasure of giving. Eagerly savor each new day and the taste of its mouth. Never lose sight of the thrill and the joy of living. Take me to some high place of heather, rock and ling. Scatter my dust and ashes, feed me to the wind, so that I will be part of all you see, the air you are breathing. I'll be part of the curlew's cry and the soaring hawk, the blue milkwort and the sundew hung with diamonds. I'll be riding the gentle wind that blows through your hair, reminding you how we shared in the joy of living.
Talking about the Highlands of Scotland reminded me about that song, so I thought I'd play it for you. That's The Joy of Living by Ewan MacColl from 1990, his album Black and White. There's a lovely version of that by Jackie Oates I must play for you sometime. Now, the Culture Vanning website has lots of information about all sorts of things Manx. And of course loads about Manx music. If you search around and look under performers, you'll find a link to their Spotify and SoundCloud playlists, which are a great resource. And I found this from 2013 from Scamilt, which at the time were a new trio consisting of Russ Cowan on double bass, Mike Reaney on guitar and Katie Lawrence on fiddle. Mike's a fantastic guitarist, but I think I'm right in saying he moved back to the UK a few years ago now. But of course Russ and Katie are very much still around. This is the tune of theirs called Fresh Swede. That was brilliant, wasn't it? Katie and Russ should do more of that stuff. If you're looking for a guitarist, guys, give me a shout. Now, The Unthanks released a new album last year. I played a few tracks from it, but not for quite a while. The album was called Sorrows Away, and this track is called The Old News. I was playing a couple of albums at home that I'd not listened to for quite a while. The first one is Tim Van Eycken, and the album's called Stiffs, Lovers, Holy Men, Thieves. It's from 2006, and this is a lovely track from it called Australia.
When I was a young lad of about 17, I should have been serving the But those hard-hearted judges, how cruel they've been for sending us lads to Australia. I fell in love with a woman, both handsome and gay, and neglected my work more and more every day. And to keep her like a lady, I went on the highway, and for that I got sent to Australia. You should see how they stand with their whips in their hand. They drove us like horses to plough up their land. You should see us, poor fellows, we worked in the jail yard. How sad was our plight in Australia. Oh England, I will never see you more, for I'm stricken with fever, cast down a death's door. But if ever I live to see 7 years more, I'll then bid adieu to
The second of the albums I've been listening to this week is Notes from an Island by Blair Dunlop. Blair Dunlop's actually the son of Ashley Hutchings, he of Fairport Convention, Steel Eyes Span, Albion Band, Fame, all that sort of stuff. And I've seen Blair in concert. He was great, really engaging character and a fantastic voice. The album's got loads of great songs on it, but for tonight I've chosen Green Liquor.
Lonely streetlights on the leafy side of town. His light shines every hour of the September night. Autumn calling with the princess homeward bound, leaving lonely streetlights. Home from home in 15 different cities. It's 15 homes housing 15 mates. 15's but a number pretty in the church of getting paid. Westminster stands with one foot in Persia, others been going the very same way. Nobody smiles at a shiny illusion. People come, but they never stay. The street light still shines on amber earnest. Oh, for the ghost of residence. Down the road, the social houses need service. They're looking to Parliament. No one saying cry, but nobody heard you. Nobody seems to see you today. Nobody smiles in a shiny inertia. The people come, but they never stay. A division older than pie and liquor. The envy's green and the 5-pound pint gets sunk. The blood of the old East End just runs forever thicker as the medicine gets drunk.
So that was Blair Dunlop with Green Liquor. Isn't that the stuff you get with pie and mash in London? I think so. Now, a lot of the listeners of this show have really enjoyed the tracks I've played by Lankum. One of the singers in Lankum is Rady Pete, and she's formed a new band alongside John Spud Murphy, Katie Kim and Eleanor Myler, and they're called Oxen. It's spelt O-X-N. The O has one of those sort of forward slashes through it. I'm sure somebody can tell me what that's called. I'm going to play you Love Henry, which sees Oxen tell this murderous tale with a building sense of dread that will immerse listeners in the band's world of dissonance and experimentation, with the harmonious vocal melodies melding with the accordion, mellotron, keyboards, drums, bass and synthesizers. See what you think of this?
Come in, my Lord Henry. Stay all night with me, and you shall have both candle and coal. My fire burning bright, my fire burning bright. I can't come in, I won't come in, and stay all night with thee. There's a lady 10 times fairer than you, and she waits
Well, that does what it said on the tin. That's Oxen with Love Henry. Now, I was saying earlier about other artists that might be coming to the Institute in Laxey, and I'm very much hoping that these things will happen, but I'll play some music by them anyway. The first one is Jez Lowe, the great singer-songwriter from the northeast of England, Newcastle. This song's from his 2020 album called Crazy Pagan, and it's called This Is Not My Tribe. Written at the time of the last election, it's an anthemic pondering at that sense of disconnect when you feel different from what Lowe describes as the colours of the day.
Lost in the land where we belong, we belong. We are lost in the land where we belong. Lost in the land where we belong, we belong, we belong. Don't paint me in the colours of the day, that you locked up democracy and threw the key away. Don't tie me with a brush that the flag boys wave. I am lost in the land where I belong. And don't ask me to tell the teacher tales, or to worship at the cross while you're hammering in the nails, or trust in you just 'cause you're a whiter shade of pale. I am lost in the land where I belong. And this is not my tribe, not my tribe. This is not my tribe. They pillory their prophets and they ridicule their sages and their scribes. No, this is not my tribe, not my tribe. This is not my tribe. Can't you hear the voices calling? We are lost in the land where we belong. Lost in the land where we belong, we belong. We are lost in the land where we belong. And don't tell me who used to rule the waves. Tell it to the souls that lie bewildered in their graves. Don't tell me I'd be happier if only I behave. I am lost in the land where I belong. And this is not my tribe, not my tribe. This is not my tribe. They pillory their prophets and they ridicule their sages and their scribes. No, this is not my tribe, not my tribe. This is not my tribe. Can't you hear the voices calling? We are lost in the land where we belong. Lost in the land where we belong, we belong. We are lost in the land where we belong. Lost in the land where we belong, we belong. We are lost. And don't scold me with how grateful I should feel. Then break my guilty heart with your charity appeals to pay for the dignities you snatch away and steal. I am lost in the land where I belong. And this is not my tribe, not my tribe. This is not my tribe. tribe. They pillory their prophets and they ridicule their sages and their scribes. No, this is not my tribe, not my tribes. This is not my tribe. Can't you hear the voices calling? We are lost in the land where we belong. Can't you hear the voices calling? We are lost in the land where we belong. Lost in the land where we belong. We belong. We are lost in the land where we belong. Lost in the land where we belong. We belong. We belong.
So that's Jez Lowe, who I very much hope will be able to appear at the Institute sometime in 2024. I've also been speaking to a wonderful duo called Honey and the Bear. The multi-instrumentalist pair, comprised of songwriters John Hart and Lucy Hart, will hopefully be playing in Laxey in April. They've got a new album this year called Away and Beyond the Fret, and from it this is Silver Lace Green.
Bright as the sunset on the silver sheen from the
Now, I'm going away for a few days, so I'm recording this show a little bit early, so I'm not totally sure as to where all the sessions will be this week. Of course, there'll be the usual O'Donnell session on Wednesday night, and there'll be the Mitre session in Ramsey on Friday night. There'll be the Folk Club on Thursday night in Ramsey at the Buffs Club. I'm not sure where the Sunday session will be, and I'm sure there'll be other things happening, so look around on social media. I'm actually recording this on Thursday morning, right after last night's Blues Club, and a very special moment was when two great friends of mine and former bandmates, Val and Barry Nelson, got up with a few other players and did 4 songs. It was lovely to see them playing again after such a horrible time they've had recently. I'm going to play a track by Gillian Welsh. This was a favourite of mine to play with Barry and Val in the band we shared. It's Look at Miss Ohio.
Look at Miss Ohio, she's running around with her rag top down. She says, I want to do right, but not right now. I'm gonna drive to Atlanta and live out this fantasy, running around with a rag top down. Yeah, I wanna do right, but not right now. Had your arm around his shoulder, a regimental soldier, and Mama starts pushing that wedding gown. Yeah, you wanna do right, but not right now. Oh, me, oh my, oh, would you look at Miss Ohio? She's running around with a rag top down. She says, I want to do right, but not right now. Shout it, I'm gonna straighten it out somehow. Yeah, I wanna do right, but not right now. Oh, me, oh my, oh, look at Miss Ohio, she's running around with a rag top down. Says I wanna do right, but not right now. Oh, I want to do right, but not right now.
I mentioned Ashley Hutchings and the Albion Band earlier on, so let's finish tonight with a blast of 70s folk rock. This is The Postman's Knock. See you next week.
What a wonderful man the postman is as he hastens from door to door. What medley of news his hands contain for isle or rich and poor. In men is the face, the joy you can trace, and men is the grief you can see. When you open the door to his loud rap tap, his quick delivery. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock. Number 1 he presents with news of a birth, with tidings of death. Number 4, and at 13 a bill of terrible length, he drops through a hole in the door. Now a check nor an order, at 15 he leaves, 16 his presence to prove, while 17 doth an acknowledgement get, and 18 a letter of love. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock. Get through whatever the hazards or odds. This lone man of letters just pedals on through, pursued by a pack of wild dogs. But he's complaining whatever the trial, they're beaten, he never retreats. For you get a free bag and a hat with a badge, and it's better than walking the streets. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock. Every morning as true as the clock, somebody hears the postman's knock.